Morning, everybody.
Morning.
All right, it's a little after 8:45. We were having some technical difficulties, but we got those cleaned up. Kyle, thank you. And call this meeting to order. It's a public meeting, Commissioners Court, Liberty County, Texas. And this is public hearing is to review the continuation of the assessment of a $10 fee for certain recording transactions by the Liberty County Clerk for the County Clerk's Records Archive Fund, according to Local Government Code, Section 118.025, and to fund the preservation and restoration of Liberty County's permanent records collection, housed in and managed by Liberty County Clerk, as outlined in the County Clerk's Records Archive Retention Plan, fiscal year 2024, with corrections and updates to prior approved plans. So, Lee, you have anything you want to elaborate on this with us? And
well, really and truly, it's just there were a couple of oopsies, dates I typed in wrong in the original plan. And we also backed off the numbers from the contract that we originally signed. So we did it and I did, what do you call it? I am so brain dead. I can't remember the word, like not an amendment, but anyway, we changed the scope of the work to reduce the amount that we would be putting through to be more reflective of what we thought the volume of money coming in monthly was going to be. Chet Kimbrough and I went through a whole thing of, do you post it in the paper every time or don't you? It's a very, very badly written, vague little section of code.
yeah.
So I think we both agreed that, okay, we're going to put it in the paper until we can get the legislature to change it in 2025. Okay. And the Clerks Association is very well aware that we need to change it in 2025. So we're going to clean it up, but we went ahead and put it in the paper. So that's what we're doing here is we're technically sitting here having a public hearing on something that's kind of a fixture at this point, so that we can approve a correction addendum change to the plan.
Okay.
That's as simple as I can explain it.
Pretty good.
If anybody wants to talk about that plan, you're welcome to.
Anybody?
What the plan is, we're taking our historic books and we're restoring them. We're having them treated to keep them from fading. They're old, from the 1800s, early 1900s. They're fading, they're getting worn out, and these are putting them with protective sleeves and treating them for, getting out the chemical acids off of them and everything, and rebinding them and getting them ready for the next 100 years. So
pretty interesting.
They're beautiful, and these old papers, they're fantastic to read. We had some fifth graders come through last year, and I got those books out and I held it up and I said, this is the reason why you have to learn cursive,
Yeah.
because they're all in cursive, not handwritten. But it's our history, so that's why we're preserving it. But it's just a small change to the plan. That's all.
Okay. But Sheriff, you had some books over there at the old storage building.
Yes, sir.
Did you get them over?
I believe that we got most of them over there. I'll check and see when she was saying that, because that's a good thing. Yes.
Well, there was some in there that the fine was, let's see, in consideration of one chicken. They paid their fine with the chicken, basically. Is what
I have a couple of those books over in the display case at the sheriff's office. One's a jail book and one's a civil court, JP. And in 1934, Judge, we arrested several people in Liberty County for being a lunatic.
We got those. Actually, I had an opportunity, which I hadn't done in all this time, but I had an opportunity to visit the COFOL facility, which is near Love Field in Dallas. It's an old bomb shelter from the World War II or something, but that's where they do all this restoration, and got to see them work. And they were showing us some of the things, the more interesting things that they had done. And one of them was one of the upper east northeast counties were going through a box, and they found an indictment for one Bonnie Parker. And they dug a little more, and they found another indictment for Clyde Barrow. And they actually had indictments for Bonnie and Clyde that were in the box. And so they got those restored. And it got me talking to them about the lunacy files in the safe back here. And they said maybe the thing to do is go ahead and have those put into books. And then we could, keep them in a safe place like we do our birth certificates, and go ahead and get them out of the trifold things that they're stored in right now. But we have a lot of 1920, 1930s lunacy files back there. So a lot of interesting
But Judge, there's no knives in the list that I.
Hallelujah.
Okay.
Well, I tell you what, I was waiting to see what's changed in 90 years, since.
But it's a fantastic facility, and they've got the way they do that, it's like art restoration. They sit there with like cotton balls, and they go in through with little, and they dip it in the mixture, and then they just touch it's real intricate, and but it's pretty neat to see all the stuff that they do to restore those books. So it was fun to kind of see it happening in person. So
Now, you already have some of the old brand books.
the oldest ones that are out at Sam Houston Center.
Yeah.
But we do have some old cattle sale books that are really, really old.
Yeah.
And very interesting. So-and-so sold someone a couple of horses back in 1882, that kind of thing. So we're going to have those done pretty soon. And we still have a few, odds and ends, unusual books to address. We got the DD 214s in, yay.
Yep.
And most of yours are done. They got most of the mechanics liens, still working on deeds of trust. Of course, the deeds are still going. We're getting into the photostats now. So if you haven't been in the book room in a while, you should go look. It's amazing because all those red books are in there. So you can see the change from the old to the new really happening. And it looks really nice.
All right. Well, let's see, couple more minutes. And any more public comment? Ms. Harris, you have any comments to make today?
I don't.
No? Okay. All right. Morning, Leon.
Say, brother,
All right. Looking good today.
hanging in there.
Well, this pollen count is going up, and it's not.
It's
not
cedar. That doesn't come cedar.
Yeah. But just look at the windshield on your truck in the morning. You can see it.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe we can close this out. What do you think, Lee? All right, we're gonna close out the public hearing on the review and continuation assessment of the fee for transactions. The county clerk records archive. We'll have a few minutes before we start regular court. So if anybody needs to stand up and stretch, feel free to do so.
Just switch over to the next.
Yes, sir.
Leon, right back
Jay,
on.
Yeah.
I gotta log out and then log back in, just letting you